afternoon, the rain seems to have seeped through the crag and made some of the holes wet, which is sad.
There's a waterfall behind you.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't see that. Took me about 20 minutes to get on it. Had the fear of maybe not wanting to do it, not wanting to get on and actually start trying this thing. We've got 2 weeks to get it done. But I've never tried something so hard. I've never put so much effort into something before like this. There you go. So I came down after my second attempt and watched the videos, and they come to this like, looks like a side pool, really good hole. Probably wasn't a good hole, like they just made it look good. But they go to this like hole that's not there anymore, and then they go out to do a shoulder move to the smile jug thing, fingers jug, and made it look like quite simple. And I've heard that, and the next move is the crux of the climb. And I'm like, yeah, the next move I thought was going to be absolute nails. Basically, I was trying to go from some crimps because that hold isn't there for the slide pull to give you the leverage to get there. So I was just, my feet were popping and I'm going from like some really small crimps, and I was hitting the smile with like 3 fingers, just about getting into it and then popping out of it, and thought, oh man, maybe this is going to be too hard. Yeah, I came down and watched the videos and was like, oh man, like, the hold is gone. So is this going to be harder? Is this going to be, you know, is there a different way to do it? So I jumped on with the intention just to strip the drawers, jumped on it, super demoralized, kind of slipped off a few times for no reason, just fumbled my moves into kind of a small in-cut crimp, and then coming up to one of the other crimps and coming underneath, and you've got like this Gaston move underneath you, so you come back down again. I think I either matched it or I stayed up there, and then from there I just like bounced through, hit the smile, just held it, just like cut loose, put my feet back on, managed to match the jug, and then looked at the drawer and was like, that's friggin' miles away. Yeah, so that was back in 2019. I worked on the route after that for another maybe 2 days, in between doing a lot of climbing at Whakapapa, which was really cool. Got me really psyched, I think, because I was sending stuff there. Everything went down pretty easily, so I was climbing kind of in that like 26 range at the time, or like 7B plus, fairly consistently. So them routes really suited me. We spent more time at Whakapapa rather than keep battling against Gastonberry that year. I think I just realised I wasn't quite ready for it and wanted to go back to Auckland, train up, and then come back down a lot stronger. And that's exactly what I did, is kind of gave up on the route for the rest of our kind of Christmas holiday there. Came back to Auckland, set myself a problem in the gym that I could kind of work on, trained really hard. There was a lot of moonboarding in that time. There was a lot of power endurance climbing and really focusing on finger strength as well. I got into weighted hanging at that point too, and got really strong. Fingers got really strong, felt super fit, and then just couldn't find the right team to come down to White Falls with. It was like a 5-hour trip. There wasn't a lot of climbers that thought they had much on there, so yeah, it was a bit of a battle. We did have one trip planned where yeah, I dropped a decent amount of weight for, felt really ready, and then the trip just fell through in the end, so it just didn't happen. Then it got to March, and we all know what happened at the start of last year. Yeah, everyone got locked down, we couldn't go anywhere. The season was over for White Falls just after that lockdown. I think as we went into lockdown, that was like the last opportunity to kind of get to White Falls and give it another burn that season. But yeah, so the snow rolled in, and yeah, that was it, over for the season. Went into lockdown, kept training through lockdown in the home climbing gym. Yeah, doing a lot of fingerboard training, and yeah, got quite strong in climbing as well at that point. I was pretty happy with my climbing there. When we came out of lockdown, I was feeling really strong, and then instantly injured myself. A classic moonboard mess up, trying some V8 problem called Moon something or other. Yeah, it was really cool. But you fly out to this like quite aggressive pinch, and it just jolted my middle finger, which sprained the tendons that actually stabilize the middle finger. So I had to have a brace on the finger for a while, and kind of took me in a different direction with climbing, and I started focusing more on kind of slabby style of climbing, kind of making my climbing better. And it actually, just like every injury I've ever had, it's always made my climbing a bit better. I've always focused on different areas and continued to climb, and hopefully not push it too hard and injure myself further. But yeah, basically getting back to strength was the main aim already for this season, which is what I did. Started a lattice plan around November time, which was probably the worst time to start it, because I wanted to be coming down to White Falls every weekend and trying to tick this route and other routes as well at White Falls for that matter. Yeah, the training made me pretty weak, so I was trying to schedule. I've been trying to schedule a lot of this training to incorporate 2 rest days before I come to White Falls. If I only put in 1 rest day, I have a terrible time, and yeah, I don't climb very well. I'm not very strong. So it turns out rest is really important. Who'd have thought that? So it brings me on to this year, and yeah, the first few sessions on it felt really good. I'm a little bit lighter than last year, and I'm a hell of a lot stronger. My fingers are stronger as well. No injuries at this present time, which I'm pretty stoked about. I worked out that new beta with doing the low Gaston and going up to the smile with the left hand first, doing a cheeky little toe hook underneath, and then moving the right hand in. Worked out the crux clip was just need to drag them 3 fingers. I think that took me like 4 or 5 sessions this year to work that one out. I was trying to 4-finger crimp, and you know, my crimp strength is fairly strong, but I don't know, maybe it's just an odd hold or an odd angle or something. I couldn't feel that secure in it. And then Alex turned around and said, just drag the hold. I dragged the hold, and it became actually fairly easy to do. I could do it every time from then. So if in doubt, try the 3-finger drag. It's freaking awesome. Yeah, first few sessions were good. Made them bottom moves. The crux moves started to go down as well. I started off trying to do the kick out drop knee beta, but worked out my left knee doesn't bend that way very well. I made the move, but it didn't feel nearly as secure as using a little bit more power and using the Regan method, as I call it. Yeah, so just worked that move out, and then just kind of stuck with my guns and tried to get every move dialed as efficiently as I could. I think it was about 4 sessions in this year that I started to go for red point burns on it. 4 from last year, 4 from this year, so about session 8 on this route. Feeling really good. I was getting to the crux every time, slapping for the hold. A few times I would get the hold and just swing out a little bit, and then I would lose it. And then on session 10, I had this amazing attempt where I hit the hold and stuck it nice and close to the wall, stepped my foot across. As I stepped my left foot out, I don't know, I think I just lost tension, or maybe I got too excited and thought I'd wrapped it up already, but just slipped off at that point. Pretty gutting, but at the same time was so psyched that I'd made that move from the ground. Yeah, and then from there it just went downhill for a good 2 sessions. After that session, that was like attempt number 5 or 6 for the day or something. I didn't have anything left in me for that day, and then had to have a rest week. So for my rest week, I went down to Blenheim, did some free diving, became a free diving instructor, which I'm pretty happy about. Had a great time down there, diving to 30 meters, teaching free diving courses. It's kind of very similar to climbing, so if you enjoy climbing, you should yeah, you should check out some of the freediving videos I've done, or check out the freediving in your local area, because you'll probably love it. I think it's awesome. The next 2 sessions I had at White Falls were garbage. I just didn't feel it at all. I got back and just wasn't feeling it. Wasn't getting that high point again, wasn't sticking the hold, was kind of slapping for the crux move, and it just wasn't working out for me. So I got a little bit demoralized, but then when it came to session 13, I went in, I was pretty psyched. There was some really cool people there. I think I'd taken 2 or 3 days rest beforehand. Immediately I was overshooting the hold at the crux and it was feeling good. I could make the move in isolation over and over. But what I did do was thought about my beta and took it back to my foot beta of the left foot quite high and the right foot out. That right foot being out on the right hand side, there's no real foothold, you're just kind of pushing off of the wall. So I was thinking maybe that right foot is pushing me off the wall a little bit and I need to go further out. I think I moved it about that far. And you'll see what happened on the next attempt. See you in the next one. It's so much nicer out here.
Okay, good pull up. Yeah.
I was here, felt like it was finally possible. But just didn't have enough gas. Been training quite hard, so I only had 1 day rest last week. This day took 2 days of rest. So kind of thinking might go today. This must be day 9 or 10 here. This season, day 5. That must be day 10. I think I did 5 days last season. Probably like 3.5, 4 days. They weren't very good days. It was pretty shit back then. Now, one hang last weekend. Let's give it a burn. Warmed up on the hangboard. White Falls again today. This could possibly be the day that it all happens. Been working on this thing for a year, feels pretty close. Just waiting for the sun now to kind of get over the top of the route and dry the top off. Can't do this with a wet top. Bottom section feels all good today, top section just feels wet. Let's give it another burn in about an hour's time.
Come on, you got it. Ah! Oh! Yeah, go down. Thanks, guys. No, I'm talking about the first lower section. Yeah. It's like, that was the whole thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got it. Come on. Back to the right. Yeah. I walk my feet around. Yeah. Next turn. Yeah. And I have to I have to watch for a meat grip by right hand. Yeah. And I double back. Oh, okay. And then I go into a new line. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't like that, like, taking back to fair enough. Alright, come on, fight for it. So do you go, come on. Alright, guys. Alright, that's it. Come on, man, you got it. Go like that, you go like that. No! No!
Back from Blenheim, heading out with this guy.
Need coffee.
Oh shit, better go get some coffee. Hardly. They're fresh as fuck, dude. Snacks you got? Not much. to the usual spot. This is lucky number 13. Auckland was locked down this morning. Luckily we were out of Auckland already, so we might as well make the most of it. So we're staying down in Waitomo. Yeah, organised with Craig and Mayan to come in. Give this fucking route another blast. Give this bloody route another blast. It's been feeling really close the last few sessions. Stuck the crux from the ground, popped off it. Having a bit of a freaking nightmare with this route, to be honest. It seems to have become a bit of an obsession with the 5-hour day trips I've been doing to get down here. 10 hours of driving in a day just to try and get one route. But it's close. And yeah, it's a rad route. But yeah. Weather doesn't look that great today. Let's head in there. Let's see if we've got some good connies. Alright.
Come on. Come on. Yeah! Come on. Come on, dude. I'm getting myself, man. Just relax, man. Keep that breathing going. Focus on the breathing. Okay. Come on, dude. You know it. Yeah.
Run another lap.
Yes! Oh my god! Oh yeah, put it down, man. Yeah, okay.
Finally done. Finally done. And I did it with my phone in my pocket.
Hello.
Guess what?
What? Got it?
I fucking got it.
Oh my god, yay! Well done. That's amazing.
Oh my god. I'm so glad it's over.
Congrats. Congratulations. You worked for that so hard.
I know. Oh man.
Well done. Are you losing your shit right now?
Yeah, I just lost it. Oh man. Felt so good.
Once you got through the crux, were you just like, fuck, now I absolutely have to just nail everything?
Yeah, I shouted down to Craig. I was like resting after the crux in the knee bar and was just like, Craig, I'm shitting myself. And he's like, calm down. Oh man.
Awesome. That's so good.
And the next hold, as I went up to the top, because the conditions are a little bit damp today, next hold was freaking wet. I went into it like, no. I had to like readjust on it and then just like kind of trusted the feet more than the hands. I can't believe it. It's like 13th session.
Wow. Yeah, that session 2, not even climb, you've done so well.
Oh man. Oh, thanks for putting up with me.
Well done, well done, well done. I'm so happy for you.
Right, I'm gonna pack it up and come home. I don't think I need to do anything else today.
You can always jump on the other ones and just see if that was the hardest move. Just like knock the rest of them out.
Yep. You know what? I'll do that. I'll do that next time. I want to leave on a high. That was so good.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
I changed one foot from my previous attempts and just stuck the move straight away. I changed like a right foot maybe 10 centimeters over, and that was it. That was like all the difference. Yeah, it is for this climb especially. But like when I stuck it, I think it's going to look pretty solid as well because it felt really solid. Like it felt like there's no chance of dropping it. I was like, as soon as I was in position, I was good to go.
Awesome.
But I thought I'd give you a call because I had to tell you first.
2 years old. Hey.
Yeah, I know. Fuck, this was my goal in like, supposed to be like 2019 December.
Yeah.
Oh man. Sweet.
Well done.
Good it's wrapped
I
up.
feel privileged you called me first.
Well, you're the one that's in this with me. You have to deal with me being sad and stuff. Yeah.
It would have been awesome to be there to see it, but
Oh yeah,
I'll see the video.
you'll definitely see the video.
Yeah, cool. I'm glad you're with good people to see that as well.
Yeah, I'm with some absolute awesome dudes. Yeah.
That's
Cool.
working awesome. Well done. I'm very, very happy for you.
Cool. Right, I'll see you in a bit.
See you.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Bit high. No contact with still with the bread. Oh, come on, that was good. Huh? Oh. Sounds so good. I know.